What's up, guys? Invader1 here again, and this time I'm back with a very unique build. I know that I've been getting this request for quite some time to do a Flamerless Geth Trooper Soldier build, and some of you guys are like, what? Why would you do a Flamerless Geth Trooper build? Why would you even do that? And I agree with all of you guys. I actually prefer the Flamer Geth Trooper, but I have to tell you that after receiving quite a few requests, I did test that out a few times. I did play it on Platinum as well. I found the build a little boring at first, and I realized that's because of the kind of the weapons that were recommended to me by people who wanted to see this kind of build. And then I decided, well, let me use the Geth Trooper Soldier a different way. Let me play with some wall hacks and stuff like that, and switch up the weapons. And I came up with this, this whole setup right now. I'm calling it Weapon X, and the guy actually became a lot more fun. He's a lot more fun to use, even without the Typhoon. You could use other weapons with him as well. But we are going to go through it. I want to go through the powers. And by the way, this is a long video only because I haven't done a gold solo in a while. I'm doing a few more platinum solos as well. But I said, you know what? Let me just do the Weapon X review as a gold solo for you guys. And it's going to be a lot of fun because it is actually in Glacier, so you guys can see what this guy can do and some of that stuff. And I'll talk about it throughout the video, but I'm not going to narrate the entire 40 minutes. What I'm going to do is narrate for the first 10 minutes and let you guys know what you need to know, so that if you want to get everything out of this build, you want to get everything out of it, you can get it in the first few minutes of this video. And if you want to watch the rest of it, hey, go right ahead. It's awesome gameplay. It was a lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So let's go through the build. Let's go through the build first. Obviously, there's no flamer on it, and as you can see, spec'd out this way, the health is 413 and shields 1650. So it's he's very tanky that way in the sense of shields. So his fortification is going to be different than the one that you do for flamer. You're going to want to use fortification here to take damage reduction, and instead of, for example, melee damage, you're going to go for durability here. You're also going to go for recharge speed in rank 5 instead of power synergy, because when you have the flamer, you want to go for power synergy. In this situation, you want to go for recharge speed, because in all honesty, neither one of these really mean anything right now. But you just don't need the power synergy because you don't have flamer. The other thing is rank 6, instead of power recharge, again, you don't even need it. You want more durability. The whole point of this rank right now is just to take less damage. That's all it is right now for fortification. That's all you want it for, because you do not need the power synergy. You don't even need the recharge speed. I mean, this is either or. It doesn't even matter. So you want durability, and you want durability again in rank 6, and that gives you 40% damage reduction. And you do get a melee damage bonus of 70%. But you have to purge this fortification to do that. Melee damage duration is 20 seconds. You can actually do a melee build with this guy. It's very powerful. Maybe I'll do that on another day, but that's not what this video is about. So hunter mode, for hunter mode, what you're going to want to do, this is important, you're going to want to go for weapon accuracy in rank 4. On rank 5, you're going to want to go for rate of fire. That's very important. Rank 6, you're going to want to go for damage. So you have a 17.5% damage bonus. You have enhanced vision range of 15 meters, which is important, especially when you're shooting through walls. And you also have a movement speed bonus and an accuracy speed bonus. That's good, especially for a weapons platform like this. For his passes, you definitely want them. You're going to want to go for weapon damage on rank 4, headshots on rank 5, and weapon damage on rank 6, which gives you a 22.5% weapon damage bonus. And again, there's also a Geth weapon damage bonus. In this situation, I do have the Geth plasma shotgun, so it's actually very helpful. And for advanced hardware, I'm going for tankiness in this situation. But if you do not want, if you actually do want to, you do want stronger melees, because his melee is so powerful, then just do all the ones in the top, because you still have at least over 1,000 shields, so you'll be fine. And by the way, you will see me using his melee quite a bit in this game. Let's go into the weapons. For the weapons, you're going to want to go with something that you know that is going to have a lot of ammo, like the Typhoon. I would actually even recommend the Geth Spitfire as well. I'm not using the Geth Spitfire here. I'm going with the Typhoon, putting a stability dampener, and also using the assault rifle high velocity barrel. And at the same time, I would also recommend guns like the Lancer. For this kind of build, the Harrier works, the Particle Rifle works as well. You would also want the Saber, the Valkyrie, and the Argus is okay. I'm not a big fan of it because it's slow and it just does not do a lot of damage. Um, and pretty much all the assault rifles except those that are like for example the ADS is, you do not want this because you're going to want to use this guy the way I'm using it in this solo. You're going to want to be able to shoot through walls. And also the lower tier weapons like the Avenger, it's fine if you're in the lower tiers, but if you're in gold and platinum you're going to want something stronger. Same thing with the Phased In and the Geth Polish Rifle. They're good, but they're not strong unless you're on silver and bronze. The Matic is good as well, and like I said before, the Argus is fine. So in this situation, we are going with the Typhoon, and also for the secondary, you're gonna want something to stagger Phantoms with as well. I mean, you can use your heavy melee, but I don't always recommend that if people don't know how to do that. So you're going to want to go with either the Geth Plasma Shotgun, which in this situation you always want to go with just the... By the way, these are the only mods you ever want to go with on the Geth Plasma Shotgun. If you didn't know this, Armor Piercing does not work with this gun. But even though it doesn't have that, for example, you would not use the high velocity barrel. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't. You can't shoot through walls. It's just not going to work out. This is not that kind of gun. And the same thing with this one, the shotgun shredder mount. There's no point in using it. The only two mods you should ever want to put on is the high caliber barrel for 25% increased damage and the shotgun spare thermal clip. That's it. Now, and with this, by the way, even though it doesn't have armor piercing capabilities, you can still shoot through Guardian shields. If you aim right at the Guardian mail slot, it'll still, some of the pellets will go through and still kill them. So you can still kill Guardians with the Geth Plasma Shotgun. So I recommend something that you can stagger Phantoms with and kill Phantoms with. So I'm using the Geth Plasma Shotgun here, or you can use something like the Scorpion, or the Acolyte. I prefer the Geth Plasma Shotgun in this situation for this character, and it's an overall very good weapon, and it works. For equipment, I'm using densified ammunition here, just because I want to make sure I have as much weapon damage. It gives me an additional 10%, but there is also another gear bonus that you can use. You can use actually, there's a few of them. Let's say you want to really focus on your assault rifle damage, you can go right ahead and use the assault rifle lamp here. If you are going for the Scorpion, and using a mix of the Scorpion or pistol with your Typhoon, then you want the combatives upgrade, which is even better. Assault rifle damage 12% and pistol damage 12%. That's the way to go. You're gonna want to go with I put a cyclonic mod here only because I'm doing a solo, but you're actually better off with like a shield power cell, like that your shields constantly come back up. And I'm putting armor piercing rounds 4 in this situation, although drill rounds would be better. If you use drill rounds 3, look at the penetration, it's 2.5 meters. And that is a lot what I'm going to be doing here as well. I'm actually using, I apologize, I'm actually using drill rounds 3 in this game. I'm sorry, I'm confusing it. So I am using drill rounds 3 in this game. The only thing is that for standard games, this is what I meant to say. For standard games, you are going to want to go with armor piercing rounds. The penetration is not much, it's 1.5 meters, but let's say you're in a platinum game and you want to take down more armor. You see the armor piercing rating is higher and the damage is higher. You're gonna want to go for armor piercing rounds. You can still shoot through light cover and even some thick objects. It's still 1.5 meters. In this gameplay, I am using drill rounds 3 so that I can shoot through a ton of walls and a ton of stuff. I am going with the assault rifle round 1 in this situation. I don't have anything higher than that, and that's about it, guys. Let's get into it, and I want to talk a little bit more about how to use this guy and why he is an interesting build for sure. Now, I decided to do a gold solo because I haven't done one in quite some time, and at the same time, well, you guys know the last solo that I did about a week ago, well, a few days ago actually, was the Hazard Glacier Platinum solo versus collectors, and I kind of made it into a guide for you guys. It's a very advanced guide, and at the same time, I figured, well, I haven't done a gold solo in a while, and it would be great to kind of show off what this guy can do in this kind of build. In a map like this on Glacier, and at the same time, gold is a little bit more fun for me nowadays, only because you can do a lot of things on gold, and same thing with platinum. I have tested this guy out on platinum quite a bit. I just figured it'd be a lot of fun to get a gold solo done and kind of show you guys what he can do, and it's a lot of fun. So the this trooper soldier set up this way is actually fun only because of the weapons that that you can pop with him. As I said before, I am using assault rifles with him. I'm using guns like this, like the Typhoon, that you have a lot of ammo, so you can constantly shoot through walls, and you can use wall hacks so that you can actually take advantage of killing enemies without even having to appear to them and do fun things like this while all your friends are running around the map trying to find enemies to kill. You're just shooting right through the walls and just totally destroying them with a gun like the Typhoon, the Harrier, or even the well, whatever gun you have that you're working that can actually shoot through the walls, and you have some kind of penetration on it, like armor piercing rounds. Now, there are guns that do not do that. Charge based weapons do not do that, by the way. There's, for example, the Geth plasma shotgun. I do have it, but I just use it for the smaller enemies, the mooks like the phantoms and even the regular enemies. Mostly, especially when I play on platinum, I use the Typhoon mostly for like the big bosses, and then I use the Geth plasma shotgun for the marauders and the phantoms and stuff like that. But even then, I'll stick to the Typhoon for quite a bit for those enemies as well. I mean, it all depends on how you feel. Now, so Typhoon, the reason I'm using it, a lot of ammo, a lot of fun with drill rounds. You have 2.5 meters of penetration. You can do these wall hacks. You can stay behind cover, and you don't even have to look at the enemy to be able to do anything. Now, that is a great thing because especially when you're playing against Cerberus or playing on Platinum for sure, you have enemies that are setting up turrets on other parts of the map, and you will see in this gameplay where some of the enemies have set up turrets, and what I do is I'm going up the ramp or going to the corner, and I see it through my Geth Hunter vision that there is a turret there, and that is very helpful when you have a build like this, especially a Geth trooper or even any of the Geth characters that you have Geth Hunter mode on. You can actually see where the turret is at, and with a build like this with drill rounds or this kind of penetration, you can actually shoot through the wall and destroy the turret and be a really good team player. It's very helpful, keeps you alive, and that is the biggest, I will say that's the greatest fun with this kind of build, because if you don't have the flamer, well, you're not depending on your flame, and at the same time the flame wouldn't help you in a situation where you're trying to destroy a turret through the wall like this. So this build is actually a lot of fun because of that, and because of that I can actually shoot. Doesn't matter where I'm shooting, if the enemy could be behind a wall, whatever cover, as long as I have my crosshair right on the enemy, I am going to be able to destroy them. So that's the biggest plus and the greatest fun about this build. So as you guys can see this, I had a lot of fun doing this gold solo, in all honesty. There was really no worry here. I did die. I did actually die, which was a little disappointing. I wanted to make it a 10 wave survive, but I don't know what happened there. Actually, I think I got a little too antsy and moved forward when I should have stood back. It happens, but still. Anyways, most of this is really, I think I end up with just 2 gels at the end, and I mean 4 gels at the end, sorry. I only died twice, I believe, in just 1 wave, and that's about it. So this character, as you can see, it's very tanky. He can actually take quite a few hits, and he can manage gold quite well. He can also manage platinum. Now, with this build, guys, you're able to do this as well, and also for the secondary weapon, which I'm using the Geth plasma shotgun, as I described before. It does not. You're not gonna be able to do wall hacks with it, but you are able to at least take down phantoms and enemies that like that you'll have a little bit of a difficulty with the Typhoon. Now, you also see me doing some heavy melees. his heavy melee, the Geth GI especially, and the Geth Troopers melee do over 1,000 damage, and I will be creating a separate build video all about Geth melee builds, and that's going to be a lot of fun because it's very powerful, and I will definitely show you guys what that's about. And a lot of people, those are more of forgotten builds, and I think it's really awesome to show those builds as well because there are very few people that I know that have actually I've seen play them, and I've played it, but just it's been such a long time, and those builds are very powerful. So the Geth Trooper has a very powerful build, even though that I do not have him set up for melee on his fitness. I have him mostly just for tankiness. Uh, Due to what I want to do with this build, it's not a melee build, but his melee is actually very effective and very powerful. The way I'm using it here is mostly to stagger the enemies first. I use the heavy melee, it staggers them, it pushes them back, and at the same time strips some of their shields. Mind you, your shields are also depleting at the same time, so you got to be very careful as to how you play that, when you use it, how you use it as well. So I use it for two things. Number one, to stagger an enemy that's in front of me, especially a nemesis that they like to move around a lot. They're just so annoying with their movement, and it's very hard to get headshots on them because they have a tiny head and they're constantly moving from corner to corner. So with them, what I do is I do my heavy melee just to stun them a little bit, stop them in their tracks for a moment and just take them out. The other thing is to finish off an enemy. A lot of times if you have to reload, etc., you can actually just do your heavy melee, destroy the enemy, and you're fine. So that's a really great thing. And as you can see here, going again to the wall hack, it doesn't matter what I have in front of me. As long as I have my crosshair on the enemy, especially the Atlas, I'm able to still destroy him and take him out, even behind cover. So that's a great thing. So we talked about the wall hacks, we talked about the Typhoon and the kinds of weapons you can use with him. Just remember that if you want to shoot through the walls, you're not going to be able to do it with charge-based weapons. So charge-based weapons meaning like the Acolyte, the Geth Plasma Shotgun, okay, so weapons like that, and the sniper rifles like the, well, I'm sorry, also shotguns like the Growl Spike Thrower would not work, and also certain sniper rifles as well. But most weapons that are not charge weapons, you should be fine. You will be fine in doing stuff like this. Like for example, even though the Phaeston is very weak, you can still rock the Phaeston and put it on him, and still do that with your drill round and still hurt the enemy from the other side. The only thing is, I recommend a strong weapon because you do want to, especially if you're shooting through the wall. The enemy takes less damage like that, so you want a weapon like the Typhoon or something stronger that you have a higher clip size, and at the same time you can actually go right ahead and just load as many bullets into the enemy until you kill them, because they are taking less damage when you're shooting through the wall. So that's one other thing. And also, by the way, I didn't mention it before, but you can actually try to get Spitfire with this build. Some of you guys have been wondering about the Geth Spitfire, and like, man, I can, some of you guys really don't care about it. It's either some people either use it on the on the new Geth, which is the Juggernaut, which I really don't use a lot, or the Destroyer, the N7 Destroyer. But this build, guys, this is a true weapons build, and you don't have to worry about any, any recharge speed issues. So, in all honesty, you can actually put the Geth Spitfire on this build and do this kind of thing and actually have a lot of fun. So, this is the kind of build that you'd want the Geth Spitfire on. I did not put it on them because I prefer the Typhoon for this situation, and I haven't given the Typhoon a lot of love because, I don't know, when they nerfed it I was a little disappointed because the gun was godly at one point, but whatever, it did need a nerf. But as you guys can see, this is still a lot of fun, and this is the way to roll, guys. So I think that's it. I hope that you guys truly enjoy the rest of this gameplay. I had a lot of fun making it. It's been a while I haven't done a gold solo, and it was really fun. And I will definitely be creating more builds for the Geth, more different, unique builds that will definitely work on gold and platinum. And there are other guides coming up for lower difficulties as well. You guys have been asking me a lot for that, and I'm definitely going to have fun creating them for you guys. And here's the situation, as you guys saw. A turret. You can actually kill the enemy, the troopers. That's absolutely awesome. This is a fun build now for me. At first it was boring, but Now this set up this way, and with the both weapons like this trooper is actually very very powerful. The only thing is that I think that you guys will confuse a lot of people when you go into lobbies and try to play this build this way. So, and if you're, by the way, I had to say this because I do get this. If you're really into score and trying to destroy enemies before anybody else, and you rather get the kills instead of assist points, then you probably want to go with a little bit of a stronger weapon than the Typhoon. Although the Typhoon, I recommend it for what you're doing here. But you still rock the Harrier or the particle rifle and stuff like that, and still do well. So, just wanted to point that out because I know some of you guys want to know, well, how can I score higher, or how can I kill faster, or whatever. So it's I guess some interesting requests. So I guess I had to talk about those kind of things. Even though, guys, this is a community game. Um, it shouldn't really matter. You should just have fun. So, guys, I hope that you guys enjoy it. Have fun with this build if you get to use it. And on to the next video. A lot more is coming your way. And this is the Flamerless Geth Trooper Weapons Platform. Weapon X. Alright, guys, Invader 1 out. And hope you enjoy the rest of this video. And I will see you again. Invader 1 out.
Hostiles neutralized. Enemy is still active. Stay alert. Enemies approaching. Message received. Outstanding work. Objective complete. Enemy down to half strength. Canister of experimental compounds was lost in this area. Find it and bring it back. Good job. Get back to the evac zone. Object recovered. Good work. Experimental power source lost en route to HQ. Locate the object and bring it back. Nice work. Get back to the extraction zone. You're a target. Get back to extraction zone. Object is lost. Find it. Going offline. Team member is hurt. Good job. Squad members lost the object. Find it. Your top priority is locating that object. Get that object back to the extraction zone. Nice job. Get back to the extraction zone. Object has been cleared. Good work. System shut down. Team member offline.
Open fire. Go.
All clear. Good work. Enemy is still active. Stay alert. Enemies inbound.
Affirmative. Enemies. Get the cover. Processing. Contact. Systems damage. Shields down.
Personnel are on site. Find those targets. You know what to do.
Transmission received. Objective received.